Good morning. Please stand for the pledge. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Bow your heads for the prayer. Heavenly Father, we beseech your divine guidance in this meeting. Keep us ever mindful of our obligation. Grant us, dear Lord, wisdom, tolerance, and courage, that we may well serve our county and fulfill our trust. Amen.
Amen.
Morning, everyone.
Good morning. Move to approve the minutes of January 6th.
Second.
Discussion? Roll?
Hambley?
Yes.
Harrison?
Yep.
Sweattick?
Yes. Okay, do we have any public comment here today on any pending resolutions? We will now move on to resolutions. First up, County Engineers Department, Dan Becker's here.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I have 4 resolutions for your consideration today. The first is approving and accepting assessments on the Hawksbridge subdivision in Montville Township. The second is approving the final plat for that same Hawksbridge subdivision in Montville Township. The third is for the resurfacing of Greenwich Road from Center Road in Seville to somewhere. I'm sorry.
Chester Avenue.
Chester.
We're resurfacing Greenwich, I apologize.
Yeah.
And the last one is accepting and awarding bids for the resurfacing of Lake Road from Greenwich Road to Wedgewood Road in Lafayette Township.
Move to approve the 4 resolutions.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll?
Hambley?
Yes.
Harrison?
Yes.
Sweattick?
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dan. Next up, we have Jeremy Cinco, our sanitary engineer.
Morning, everyone.
Good morning.
2 resolutions for consideration today. The first is authorizing the sanitary engineer to request qualifications for professional design services to remodel Hinckley Wastewater Treatment Plant Administration Building. And the second is authorizing the sanitary engineer to purchase a Caterpillar excavator for the line maintenance division.
Move to approve both resolutions.
Second.
Any discussion?
Just the Hinckley, or that was Hinckley work, right?
Yep.
Not Chippewa. You said Hinckley, and I for some reason read it as Chippewa, and I thought, well, are we not moving forward on other alternatives there? So, yep. I have no other comment. Other
All
than
right.
whatever that was.
Great. Roll?
Hambley?
Yes.
Harrison?
Yes.
Sweattick?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jeremy. Next up, we have Holly Murin, our Human Resources Director.
Good morning.
Good morning.
On our personnel changes resolution today, we have 2 new hires, 1 in maintenance and 1 at the dog shelter. 4 rate increases, 3 in sanitary and 1 in maintenance. 1 leave of absence in sanitary, 1 probationary removal in sanitary, and 1 resignation in senior and adult services.
Move to approve the resolution.
Second.
Discussion? Roll?
Hambley?
Yes.
Harrison?
Yes.
Sweattick?
Yes.
Thank you.
Holly.
Thank you.
Next up, we have Brett Thomas, our Finance Director.
Good morning, Commissioners.
Good morning.
I have 6 for you today. Our first one is authorizing transfer for the print shop revenue line item in the amount of $3,540.54 for last month. Our second resolution is transfer for the gasoline rotary fund. That'll be in the amount of $19,234.09 for last month. Our third resolution is authorizing the purchase of 7,000 gallons of unleaded gasoline at the Engineering Center. Centerra Ashland came in as our low bid this time for $1.62.9 per gallon. Our fourth resolution is expenses for the county engineer. We do have one out of state this time for Arlington, Texas, for the National Association of County Engineers. Our fifth resolution is expenses of other county officials. We have one for you guys for a luncheon, and then we have the sheriff's. The sheriff has a few projects going out, nothing out of state this time. And then finally, our sixth resolution is our weekly bills in the amount of $6,999,874.32. That amount is so large because we have our school district distribution that goes out this week.
All right. I move to approve the 6 resolutions.
Second.
Discussion? Roll?
Hambley?
Yes.
Harrison?
Yes.
Sweattick?
Yes.
Thank you,
Very
Commissioner.
good. Thank you.
Next up, we have Matt Springer, our County Administrator.
Good morning. I have 3 resolutions for you. The first one is approving the 2026 stop loss agreement with Medical Mutual. This is part of our healthcare program. Second resolution is authorizing a change order for the elevator in the administration building to add a card reader for security purposes. And then the third resolution is approving the 2026 transit agreement with the city of Wadsworth for the amount of $30,000.
Move to approve the 3 resolutions.
Second.
Discussion? Roll?
Hambley?
Yes.
Harrison?
Yes.
Sweattick?
Yes.
Thank you.
Matt. Next up, we have our department reports. First, we have Greg Brown from County Home.
Good morning.
Morning.
Starting off with census, we're at 41 residents, 21 women and 20 men. First time in almost 6 years of working there that the women have actually outnumbered the men this time. We have 2 adult daycare. Our newest resident started out as ADC and then went to become a resident this month. Staffing, we have open positions in full-time, 2 in first shift, 2 in second, and 2 in third for aides. We do have an applicant for second shift. We're just waiting the BCI. We are advertising on Indeed, and we're getting applications. It's just getting those to go to actual workers. And we do have a possible for first shift. We had somebody yesterday as well. We have a lot of good PRNs, and that's what we're using to fill in those positions, and we're keeping our staffing going. The huge amount of what I'm going to talk about is all the outpouring of donations for December. The residents had a great Christmas, I will tell you that. These are the ones that I could remember. There were some that escaped me because they just came in so quickly. Lots of donuts, dozens and dozens of donuts that came in. A gentleman that brings in Halo tangerines every year, once again, showed up with just a large bag for the residents. Just community people walking in with potted flowers and decorations. Several churches donated Christmas presents for the residents, and they asked them what they wanted, so they got what they wanted. And this was the first year where normally we put them all in the activity room, they go for coffee shop at 10 o'clock, and then it's like one big family event, which that's a lot of people. So Amy Perrine came up with a great idea. So this year, when they woke up on Christmas Day, in their sitting rooms, their presents were there waiting for them. So they got to go eat breakfast and come back, and then they could open them there or go to their rooms, but a lot less chaos and more personal for the residents. So that was a great idea of hers. Amcor gave out Target gift cards. They've been doing that for years for the residents. Atlas Technology Consultants, along with Anchor Manufacturing Group, hosted a Christmas party. Atlas is actually out of county, but they've selected us, and this is their second year that they've done that. Lots of Christmas cards from organizations, from family members of the residents who've passed out to all the residents. The Friends of Medina County Home, they paid for their Christmas party, their meal, which was from I think the third year from the Corkscrew Saloon. Excellent food, they love it. Yep, and then they also got cards from the Friends as well with some money in it. The Sharon Women's Club gave calendars. Access the Arts, who is always present at the county home, also hosted a party for them and gave them a stuffed stocking. They got to go out and see Christmas lights. Amber loaded them up in the party bus, and they got to go out and see those. Of course, everything was kicked off by the Clutter Christmas party on the 3rd, which was high energy and a good start for their season. There was a guitar concert. There was Christmas hymns. Yeah, everything was there. They had an excellent time. Now January, much calmer. Access the Arts is still there. They're going to the rec center. I'm also bowling as well. So, and then February, well, of course, the Clutters will throw their Super Bowl party. We'll see who's playing on that one. And then, of course, a Valentine's Day party. For the building, once again, can't thank you enough for your commitment to the county home. We are all now fully back into our offices, business as usual, thank the Lord. We do have some small projects. There's some wallpaper removal and painting up on the 2nd floor that we're looking at right now, and then also one of our community rooms definitely needs some wall repair and some paint in there as well. Other than that, we're just looking forward to another great year at the county home serving the residents of Medina County.
Good job.
I think just to note too, your ability and your staff's ability to pivot through this year of uncertainty and challenges, and thinking back to last year at this time, we were kicking off budget hearings and not really sure what the future held when all the structural issues came to light. So I think it's great for everybody that we navigated, and I think it's a testament to your leadership and your staff. So thanks for all that.
Great, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
All right.
Okay, next up, we have Eric from Soil and Water.
Since my last update in November, our office hosted and participated in more than a dozen community programs. One highlight was Medina. We hosted Medina High School student who shadowed our watershed education specialist, Abby Costello, for a day of hands-on water monitoring as part of that student's internship with NASA. Our staff also presented lessons on food web and ecological impacts to fifth graders at Blake and Waite Elementary. On November 20th, in coordination with the county engineers and the health department, our office hosted one of the annual Stormwater Commission meetings to share progress on the Phase 2 MS4 stormwater permitting requirements. We discussed accomplishments for mid-year of 2025, with the final reports currently being worked on. And we plan to host another meeting in February in Balcony Room B to formally review the full year 2025 reports with the permitting communities. Our youth education continues in partnership with OSU Extension as I joined them to present to kindergartners at Blake, Canavan, and Fenn elementary schools on the importance of healthy soils back in December. I also attended the NOACO Rural Advisory Council meeting on December 5th. While a quorum was not met and no votes were taken, we did receive updates on the current projects and future projections. In December, our staff participated in Christmas in the Valley in Valley City, where we hosted an interactive children's booth. Kids were able to paint ornaments using soil-based paints created by Abby, our watershed education specialist. While crafting, they were able to learn about soil health and why it matters. I also wanted to mention our SWCD newsletter, which was just mailed out. We recently completed a cleanup of our mailing list, and as a result, if anyone did not get this newsletter, we can easily add you back on to the mailing list. You can either do the website link or you can call our office directly. We're happy to put you back on the list. That cleanup saved us from mailing out 3,500 newsletters this January, which is a significant cost savings for the district. Inside the newsletter, you'll find 2026 seedling order forms. First come, first serve on the order form, so get yours in quickly. And I brought several for you.
All right, very good. Thank you.
I had previously mentioned our office, in partnership with Davie Resource Group, has received a development fund through the Muskingum Watershed Conservancy District to create a non-point source implementation strategy for the River Styx watershed. This plan will identify sources of water quality impairment and help position the watershed for future restoration funding. We will begin an outreach later this month to identify eligible landowners, potential partners, and possible project areas. January 26th to the 30th is Winter Salt Awareness Week. This week focuses on promoting responsible salt use to protect water quality, infrastructure, and public safety, while still maintaining safe winter travel. Our office helps to share best practices for salt application with communities and the public to reduce environmental impacts. There will be daily webinars that whole week, which will be shared on our Facebook page. Our next SWCD board meeting will be held January 21st at 1:30. It is an open public meeting, and Commissioner Harrison will be there to administer our newly elected officials' oath of office, so thank you for that. And if you have a group, club, or municipality looking for education on conservation topics, please reach out to our office. All right.
Any question? Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thanks.
Okay, I do not, we do have one commissioner resolution.
No,
no, that's a
no,
preview.
that's for
Preview.
That's for discussion, yeah.
Okay. Any public comment? Okay. Discussion session? Steve?
Yeah, first off, the demographic forecast, the consultant was wondering if we have a date when we would like him to come forward and provide us with that information. The thought was originally to, since we have a broad base of agencies and organizations that would be interested, the question comes down to is how big do we want to make it in the invitation list? We know obviously economic development and our other agencies are all interested, but local governments would have an interest in, I think, that presentation and that forecast. So we've got two possible dates, the 11th or I guess the 17th, one's in the morning, one's in the evening. The question is how big, what's the desire on how big we want to make this? Do we want to invite all the elected officials and just kind of see and hope that we have gauged it right in having a meeting in, I'll just say, early February? I'm not sure what the opportunities are for recording it. Doesn't have to do it live, but maybe we could record it, and then that way we can also, since I know there will be a visual AV presentation, at least have then the documents available for those that are not able to attend.
What would your preference be? You've been leading this project. Because, if you want a bigger invite list, I have no problem with that.
Okay, all right. Well, so we'll just see if we can be, if it depends really on the room. I'm not sure whether the Career Center would be available, but I guess maybe that, because they do have the AV capability, and likewise.
That would be the ideal room, because I think
Yeah.
no matter how big it is, we wouldn't outgrow the space.
Correct.
Some of those other, if we
Westfield
had it
room.
in here and we had
Yes.
a better turnout, I'd be worried about outgrowing the space.
Yeah,
So-
okay, so we'll maybe pursue that. And that way it's flexibility.
Maybe your answer on
Yeah.
the dates would be the Westfield rooms.
Availability.
Right.
Availability.
Yep, okay. Well,
And the 11th is a Monday and the 17th is a Tuesday, is that right? Or
I don't have it in front of me, but yeah.
do you know, Rhonda?
I don't know. Here, I can look it up.
Trying to think where.
Okay, the 11th is a Wednesday,
Oh, okay.
and
17th
the
is a
17th is a Tuesday.
Okay,
Yeah.
great.
Okay, well, let's look
17th in the
available.
evening, you probably have some local municipalities with their council meetings,
Were you
correct?
thinking evening or are you thinking
Afternoon.
afternoon?
Well,
Well, the 17th was
after,
evening.
yeah, or
Well,
afternoon. It could
okay.
actually it could be late afternoon.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like a 4 o'clock. might
Yep,
be-
something like that. Yep,
Yeah.
yep, it would be after
Probably
work day.
work well.
People could just go ahead and kind of take
Okay.
out early to be able to view the presentation.
Okay.
Well, we'll check with the availability at I'll keep saying in University Center, the Career Center South Campus. See if it's available. Okay.
Sounds
All
like a
right.
good plan.
Good. All right.
Thanks.
Excellent.
Aaron, do you have anything?
Did you have anything else? There was that draft resolution in here related to ratifying the code of regulations changes from the January 9th NOACA meeting. So I did take a look at that in advance of the meeting. I think that looks fine.
They did amend it on the floor.
It was, right, it was amended and approved by the boards, and then we have to take action to ratify.
Correct.
So,
Okay.
I looked over that draft. I think if we present that next week for approval, that it would be fine with me as drafted.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
thought we were doing that this week, that's why I went for it.
yeah, I'll just say, I'm still not crazy about the idea of a county excluding their county engineer, but recognize that we kind of respect each other as counties. But as long as it maintains our ability, I mean, it maintains our current structure and organization and representation, then I guess I'll go along with it.
Well, and proving that I
Yeah.
will never fully understand all the politics involved in these things. There was
Yeah.
an article in the Cleveland paper yesterday
Yeah.
about how I get whatever happened, because obviously we had Bethany Dentler there on our behalf for the meeting, but however it shook out with the amendments, it resolved the ongoing dispute that's been happening among the Geauga County Commissioners for their representation for this year. And I know there was some dissatisfaction of that because one of the commissioners wanted to continue to have his same alternate there.
Right.
But because the language provides that it needs to be a county employee or there's some other limitation on who can serve. I think it's elected official or county employee. So I think our ability to appoint trustees is still valid, but I don't know about some of these city folks who aren't.
They have to have the same qualifications as the member. The alternate has to
Is that
have.
what it was?
Yeah, something of
Okay,
that.
yeah.
So there's the language, and there's broad enough to, yeah.
And so, I mean, I think ultimately
Yeah.
the sentiment was for NOACA to stay out of the
Right.
county disputes that may happen when they're filling these seats.
Agreed.
So if that's what we are accomplishing here, then I guess that's a good thing.
So in the language about modifying what can be ratified by all five or not, I'm
Right.
not going to dispute that, because if we agree with the amendment, then that's fine. It
Right.
still retains our ability to, and
Essentially,
integrity of our own
Yeah,
representation.
we essentially can exercise a veto at that point. So,
Yep,
yeah.
yep.
So
All
yeah,
right.
I would think we'd put that forward
Okay,
for action
cool.
next week.
Okay.
Good.
As always, NOACA is so fun. Anything else?
Just noting the calendar, and I know there'll be some changes, but budget hearings are commencing later today. So those are all public meetings for any members of the public who look at our calendar. They'll see there's a lot more items on there. So as always,
The 15th.
What's
You might
that?
want to note the change on the 15th that was
oh yeah,
advertised.
the 15th did have a hearing at 8:30 that I think we noted was canceled, and then the 10:30 hearing is also going to be rescheduled. The
Yeah.
sanitary engineers hearing on the 15th. But and as those changes happen, will the schedule be updated?
Yes, it will.
So if you check the website, that
Yep.
will always be current. But as always, those are public meetings, and so I think it's just worth noting to the public. Keep an eye out for those if there's a hearing or multiple hearings you feel the need to sit in on. Those are.
And if you have
in this room
a
and
particular
opening.
interest in a specific department, please let us know, so if there is a change in the published, that we can get back to you.
Right.
So, yeah. we
Right.
can-
Sometimes we work a little ahead of schedule,
Yeah.
and sometimes we work a little behind schedule. So
Yeah, well, just as building or even sanitary, if there's
Right.
We had a published times for them, now that's changed, and we're getting those kind of circumstances as schedules change for not only us, but also the department.
Yes.
Yeah.
and no doubt, whatever weather events we have in the next couple of weeks will
hopefully
affect
not.
it too. So
So we have a legal responsibility to have an annual microfilm board meeting, which we held, and actually all three members that attended are here today. So we discussed the possibility, which some counties are doing, in actually disbanding the microfilm board. Linda, would you like to come up and talk about this, please? This is Linda Hoffman, our county recorder.
Good morning. The microfilm board was established many, many years ago, and the recorder's office was somewhat charged with the responsibility of managing the microfilm management of various departments within the county. Over the years, individual county departments have taken on that responsibility on their own, and the last 2 years, the only microfilming records that the recorder's office is responsible for is its own records, which by statute in the state of Ohio we're required to do. It didn't make sense any longer for us to continue to have annual meetings involving multiple department heads who have no interest in that because they no longer have records being managed through our department. So there are a handful of counties across the state of Ohio that have been facing similar situations, and they have requested of their county commissioners to disband the microfilm board. The individual departments will still be responsible for their own records management, and then the recorder's office will continue to do theirs until such time as the legislator or a county prosecutor tells us we don't have to pay the fee for storing records via microfilm, since there's other electronic storage methods available.
Do you happen to have a sample resolution other counties are doing to disband? Because I really feel our county is at the level where we should disband.
You know, one was sent to you via interoffice mail yesterday,
Oh,
so you may
okay.
not have received it yet.
Excellent.
It is from Stark County.
Excellent.
They actually disbanded theirs 2 years ago.
What do you guys think about disbanding?
yes, I'm in favor.
Less is more on stuff that we don't need anymore.
I'm in favor of it. I think
Yeah.
that basically the technology was there, but the records are still going to be maintained that have been microfilmed, or those that are, you're still a custodian of microfilm documents, is that correct?
We are for those in the recorder's office, and
Got it.
we're still
Okay.
paying the fee for the storage in the mountain.
Got it. And that'll still
and maintaining the backup on silver tape.
Yeah.
And the one thing with
Right.
the silver tape is it's so incredibly expensive to produce. So I am hoping in the future that the legislature does, since we have so many other mediums of records,
Right,
that the
okay.
legislature, but at this point, their stance has always been, in the case of Armageddon, it is the only, you can
Mm-hmm. Standard,
hold the light
yeah.
up and see a deed or a mortgage or something, but it's so incredibly expensive.
And as there's less need for it, the market is dictating the cost, and the cost is going up
Right.
because of the scarcity of materials available and people not producing the silver tape for storage anymore.
Right, because
Right.
people who aren't required to use it aren't using it.
Correct.
And so you've got to,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, and
It's-
with cloud-based storage and other mediums, there's really,
Yeah.
Well, it
that, that redundancy isn't really required
This
anymore.
doesn't change your obligation under the law.
Not at this point.
Correct. So at this point, I'm fine with it. We don't need a board.
And I will look for that
Okay.
interoffice envelope.
Okay.
Thank
Great.
you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks, Linda.
And thank you for attending, John. We wouldn't have a quorum without the three of us, so that was good. Okay, anybody else have anything else for discussion session? Yes, Jeremy. Would you like to come up?
Quick. I just wanted to, as Hawks Ridge, that large phase, second phase went in, I just wanted to give a public shout out to specifically Chrissy Briggs at the county engineer's office, because the one day, I think she walked close to 2 miles of storm pipe. I think the day was about 10 degrees with 40 mile an hour winds. So
Wow.
just a shout out to them. And of course, the sanitary engineers line shop doing the same thing. So very much appreciated.
We appreciate the
Thank
feedback, Jeremy. Thank you so much.
That's
Anything else?
That's a piece of land that would catch some wind
Yes.
too, I'd imagine. So
That's for sure.
Okay, with that, I will entertain a motion.
Yeah, I'd like to make a motion to go into executive session for the purpose to consider the compensation of a public employee.
second.
Okay, we will adjourn into executive session. Oh, roll, sorry.
Hambley?
Yes.
Harrison?
Only we two. Yes. We are going to head into executive session and adjourn from there, but then our budget hearings will begin at 10:30. Thank you so much.